It's crazy in these times, especially me being an adult, that I have to realize and understand that I have to walk away, especially walk away from people that are the closest to you. I used to always think, when I was talking to family, and I would think that, we'll stick together, especially from the culture that I came from. I used to always think and believe that as we get older, the bond will get closer. And it's always the one that's like, I'm gonna say it, your cousins, second cousins, whoever it is. Sometimes it's siblings too, but we're not talking about them. But 9 times out of 10, they are them too. And it's crazy how they're the ones that would know little to nothing about you, that you're grown now. You've done the work, put your time into yourself. And also to have to add to, there's people outside of that too, like people that you just work with, whatever, right? And they're the ones that just want to press you. They just want to come for you. They want to say things and say things to you that just trigger you. And to the dum-dums that you are close to, that's in the family, they'll believe that person and then wonder why you want to separate yourself from them. And that's what we want to talk about. A lot of people have nothing to lose. And with that being said, and I have to be honest with you, they're losers. I'm gonna keep it 100% with you. They're losers. And I'm very humble, person. As you talk to me, a lot of people tell me that, and I know who I am. And I'm a kind of person where that I know I walk away. Honest, 100%, I walk away. And a lot of people will look at that as, oh, dang, you ain't gonna stick up for yourself, that and third, say something back. But I'm gonna be real with you. I'm that kind of person where you poke a stick at a bear, and that bear would really eat you up. And that's the kind of person I am. So that's why it takes for me to walk away. But enough about me. But when it comes to people, they'll do things, they have nothing to lose. Because 9 times out of 10, it's something about you that just they can't compose themselves. They can't hold it together because your light is too bright. You about your business. And there's something about you that they wish that they can be. Before I get more into the video, let me introduce myself. This is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys, please like, share, and subscribe. Today we're going to talk about, and I got the title right there, walking away from people with nothing to lose is a sign of strength. Listen, I've seen it all the time. I'm seeing this even last year. And I see this all the time too. I was in a situation where somebody was trying to attack me. I was in a situation, I was just confused. I'm like, what's going on? What did I? But it was just something about me personally. I had to talk to some people, and they tell you, oh, it's because it's something about you, right? That's different. Now, I'm not trying to make it look like that I'm something that I'm not. But these are people that I've come across, I've spoken to, people that are actually in a better position than I am, that I can actually admit they're doing good for themselves, and they're nowhere to try to even belittle me or anything, and they're doing really good for themselves. So I trust with their opinion, and that's from multiple people, especially from the opposite sex, right? And a lot of the times, those people have nothing to lose. You can always look at them, not to judge, and you can see that there's something about them that they're just doing things. They are a destruction to their own environment. An example, you'll see them and they'll just come in and try to start trouble with people. They'll come in and people will look out for them, and all they want to do is just be bitter, and they'll mess up opportunities for themselves. And it's sort of like you ask yourself this question, it's like, yo, damn, that's crazy. Like, why you want to mess with people? Why do you want to start trouble? Why do you want to fight people? Because they're in a position they have nothing to lose. So they believe that, okay, you know what? I'm gonna mess up your day. I'm gonna say things to you to hurt you, just so that you can feel, and also they could bring you down to their level. And this is what makes you stronger. When you walk away and you do your thing and you be like, okay, whatever, it's gonna sting. It's gonna be like, oh, if only I could, you just hit this person 1 or 2 times because you know that person don't even can't really be in the same shoes with you. Because look, I've been through this right here. I've been through that. If only you knew my past. If only you knew what I can do to you, you'll leave me alone. But guess what? These people don't care. They would rather for you to knock them out and beat them up, get kicked in the head, and be in the hospital than to realize that, you know what, I'm gonna leave this person alone. I can exit. They'd rather get beat up. They'd rather be in the hospital. They'd rather be 6 feet under than to just, like, you know what, come to you with humility. I would say, how can I say, be humble and say, hey, you know what, there's something about you that's different. You know what I mean? Yo, can you give me a couple of dollars? You look like you're doing good for yourself. Is it possible that, and there's some people that are like that. There's some people that can be like, you know what, I can't do with you. I wish I could do with you. No, but they would rather for you to actually punch them in the mouth. Should I go more? They'd rather for you to just cuss them out. For those that actually, they'd rather for you to cuss them out, hurt their feelings, because they got nothing to lose. And they would rather you to jeopardize what you got going on. They'd rather for you to, also, I just see somebody I know, he didn't even see me. They'd rather for you to jeopardize what you got going on than to just be humble and seek for help. If you will help them. And if you follow me, you know you help them, right? And that's the thing. That's the thing about people. And me personally, I'm a quiet person. I'm to myself. A lot of people know that, hey, I'm to myself. But at the same time, when they get to know me, I'm so chill. I'm relaxed. You need some type of help? I got you. If I can, I got you. If you need a couple of dollars, look, you know what? Even it goes as far. I remember recently, I have $2. I'll just give it. If it's just the last $2, I'll give it to you. But a lot of people would rather just want to steal that from you. Oh, that's just $2. This can, oh my gosh. They'd rather go to jail and risk it all to take that $2 you got. And then just to feel good about themselves, they're going to tell everybody what they did. That's the life we're living in now. But am I judging? Absolutely not. But what I can say, and I keep it all the way real with you, they have nothing to lose. And with you being the person that's so much at peace, that's so chill, relaxed, they want you to lash out so you can lose what you got going on, so you can be on their level. I got a family member probably watching me right now. Actually, I think they're watching me right now. And I'm gonna keep it this person really get on my nerves. And knowing that what I'm doing, this person was hoping for me to fail on my YouTube channel, because obviously they were laughing, criticizing everything I got going on around 2020. And also my business, which is still, thanks to God, my Father in Christ, my only Father, God, is still running. Person laughed about it too. And guess what? Until this day, this person, because I'm not trying to do what they do, and they wanted me to actually, how should I say it, do business with them, and they're trying to belittle mine. But guess what? God is so good. God is so good. Mine is still running. Everything I got going on is still going, because it's a purpose. What I'm doing is a purpose, right? For them, they're so focused on my business, they don't even got their business going. But guess what? They'll say things, especially that person will say things, trying to, and purposely say things to the family, to me, and make it look like that is nothing. But I know exactly, especially if you're watching, you know who I am. You know exactly who I am. My words will really sting you, and I'm really like that too. But like I said, that person have nothing to lose. And this is one of the reasons why I keep the peace. I'm to myself, I'll walk away. But that person know who I am, especially if he's watching right now, know exactly who I am. And I don't play that. And that's how you ought to be. Walk away. Walk away, because you don't want to bring out and hurt anybody that have nothing to lose, because they'll go above and beyond. They'll go above and beyond. Before I get more into, but that's all I got. If you like the video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to your best friend, your new best friend. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.